Right now then YouTube, T-Side Timber back at it with another Flight Sim video. I'm stuck in the dark ages, I'm still using Flight Sim 2020, I'm gone over 24 yet, we'll get around to it. Stop pressuring me, get off my back. Anyway, hot off the presses news this morning, Heathrow Airport, London Heathrow Airport, the 5th busiest airport in the world, by far the busiest airport in the UK, has had to be closed until midnight tonight. Today's date is the 21st of March. Until midnight tonight, Heathrow Airport will be closed due to a fire at a nearby sort of electrical substation. It's knocked out the power for Heathrow and various areas of West London, but the big news is Heathrow Airport is closed. The world may well come to an end. It's a sign of a coming apocalypse, I think, but I thought what better of an occasion to jump in the sim, take a British Airways Dreamliner somewhere, I don't know, maybe like Texas, go down to Dallas, get a Tex-Mex, a nice steak sandwich, virtually of course in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, so that's what I will do today. Flights are being diverted from Heathrow to various airports that are miles away, frankly. Charles de Gaulle in Paris, Reykjavik, there's been reports of flights going to Reykjavik in Iceland. It's just insane. Various airports around the UK have had to take flights. So yeah, today we'll take the Dreamliner. We'll do our flight planning in the sim. I'm not going to do it on what's it called, Sim Brief, because I can't really be bothered. Dallas, Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. Let's go there. Arrival. So that's an 8-hour, 17-minute flight time there. 8 hours 44. Flight rules to high altitude airways. Right, so exiting out of runway 27 right at Heathrow. Going south for some reason. Let's see if we can change that to. That looks a little bit more reasonable, doesn't it? Heading more west before we go south. We could just head north and then maybe that's better. Yeah, that one suits me. Let's look at our arrival then. Runway 18 left. So 18 left ILS, that'll do me. So a decent little approach. Currently in the middle of the night in Texas. Won't be by the time we get there. So flight will take us out over the Atlantic, out of London to the north or northwest, over Ireland, over the Atlantic. Sims froze. What's it doing? How odd. Anyway, let's make sure we've got enough fuel, shall we? 70% fuel. We're going to be using a Boeing 787-8 for the flight. Let's change my livery for me. How daft of me to do that. British Airways is what I want. Optimised. Oh, there we go, we've got our map back. So, over the Atlantic, cross over to northern Canada, over North America, and then sort of down through the Midwest. They call it the Midwest? I suppose this is the Midwest, isn't it? The Mid-East of America, down into Dallas, Texas. I think we still need a bit more fuel, don't we? Oh, because we've gone back to 50%, that's why. Is that enough? Oh yeah, that's more than enough. Too much of anything. Have some back. 60%. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Right. Jump in the sim, and we will be on the ground in Heathrow. We're probably the only ones there. Deal with it. Here we go then, simmers. We are on the ground at London Heathrow. We are about to take off, and in that category, we are very much on our own. Because no else is. The old expression goes, if it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. Well, we're the only ones going today, aren't we? So, if it is Boeing, I'm the only one going, especially out of Heathrow Airport. Look at all these lot over here, all grounded. Just had a look on Flight Radar 24, TUI, you don't get them here very often. And the list, the flights that are cancelled, diverted, is absolutely enormous. The knock-on effect this is going to have is going to be felt for a long old time, I would have thought. Yikes. But anyway, here we are. This is the Bravo Aerospace Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner with a British Airways livery, and today I'll be taking it from Heathrow Airport all the way to Dallas, Texas. We've got our flaps set. Go into the cockpit, let's have a look around. There's our flight plan, it's up there. Just zoom out a little so we've got enough. See what we're doing. Yeah, we're heading off to the north and then out west. Flaps are set to 5. And I would set these, but they normally go off again by the time you take off. It doesn't really register what you've done. I'm just going to double check because I was having an issue with this aircraft last time I used it. In that, the plans that I was creating in the flight sim often missed quite a few legs out, especially when you get close to your destination. Ah, shit, hold on. Make it big. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Right. Oh, God. Can't bloody see now. Yeah, so the plans that I was creating, as we were getting close to the destination, there was a massive leg of it missed out, as if there was a discontinuance on the FMC. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check that and clear any discontinuance. It shouldn't be much of a trouble. So over Canada, soon to be the 52nd state of the United States. What the f*** is that about? Madness. I say we're going to Texas today, we're going to America. Why anyone would want to go to America at the minute is beyond me. Looks like we're now over the United States. That'll be in Lake Michigan, Chicago area. Come on. I probably broke it. Fixed it. Anyway, I was like, right. All the way down. There's our discontinuance. So we'll clear it. Let's go camera. FMC, right. Legs. Next. For those of you who don't know, these are all the waypoints we're going to follow on our flight. So there's our discontinuity, something like that, from them, Seaver. So if we select Seaver, put it in there, and then execute that, that should clear that, and it'll continue us on our route. Okay. Oh shit, what am I doing? What on earth is going on? Right. I would check, make sure that's gone in the VFR map, but I risk breaking the internet, and we've already lost Heathrow Airport, so we don't need to lose anything else. Let's go then. Let's do it. Park and brake off. Full thrust. Today I've got my Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and I'm using a Thrustmaster side stick joystick. I know it's not authentic for a Boeing, I should have a yoke, but can't afford one. If anyone wants to donate me one, you know, I don't do paid promotions, but I'm open to the prospect. A little bit of a wobble. Where are we going? Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Wow, what's going on? Why am I looking at that? What? What's going on? Autopilot on.
118.475 Speedbird 426 Heavy.
Auto throttle's on.
Goodbye.
Flight director's on. LNAV.
London Center Speedbird 426 Heavy is at 1,400 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
British Airways 1752, you are 600 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 220. Speed Speedbird 426 Heavy London, center altimeter 29.80 radar contact. Continue to D4 LON.
That was strange, but whatever.
Speedbird 426 Heavy traffic is 2 o'clock, 2 miles at 3,000 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
Speedbird 426 Heavy have the Cessna Skyhawk in sight.
Do we? I don't.
Cessna Sierra Kilo Echo contact, Nordholt approach on 123 decimal tree. Good day. Cessna Quebec Alpha Sierra climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
It's going to reduce flaps. We've got live traffic on. I think that might be a mistake. I might have to take that off. Can't really be bothered with
Descend
that.
and maintain flight level 220 British Airways 1752.
Got live weather on. Can I turn live traffic
Climb
on?
and maintain 12,000 feet Cessna Quebec Alpha Sierra.
Flaps fully retracted now. So following our flight plan, you can see fly a little bit slightly more north to our right, and then we'll be taking a left west. We are 220 knots at the minute, and we're climbing at a rate of 2,300 feet per minute. Bank angle 1 in there.
British Airways 1752 descend and maintain 16,000 feet. EasyJet Dreamliner 68
Is he talking to me there?
maintain flight level
Can't be.
220. Keep speed not above 210 knots.
Yeah, we're climbing to 8,000 feet,
Speedbird 426 heavy climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
14,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Speedbird 426 Heavy.
So look from the outside, there we go. Look behind us, West London in complete pandemonium. We're leaving it, going to Texas. I'll see you all there. We'll do the quick zoomy sped up flight thing. Look, plane over there. Plane spotting in flight sim. But yeah, we'll speed you up, and I'll see you for the landing in Dallas, Texas, guys. And we'll slow things down there, folks. Thank you for sticking about, Teesside Simmer. Here I am back. And we have begun our descent into Dallas Airport from Heathrow. We're in the minority this morning, having taken off 9 hours ago. No one's taken off at Heathrow Airport all day. But here I am, I'm back. We've begun our descent, and I'm here with the latest news on what's actually happening at Heathrow Airport. So, as you may have seen, the airport, the 5th busiest airport in the entire world, definitely the busiest within the UK, it was closed today. Predicted it was going to be closed until midnight tonight. However, the latest is that a first waft of flights had cleared to leave Heathrow from 7 p.m. tonight, and it is currently 6:21, so 9 hours after we've taken off. We took off just after 9 o'clock this morning. So just after 5 p.m. To say that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably about 8 flights, all BA flights taken off to Johannesburg, Singapore. Who I'm being speaking to. Just changing frequencies. Singapore, Riyadh, Cape Town, Sydney via Singapore, and Buenos Aires via Rio de Janeiro. So the latest is that flights are due to be taking off within sort of the next 40 minutes. So that'll be an interesting one to watch on Flight Radar, to see them flights going. The latest on what's actually happened is a large fire at an electricity substation close to Heathrow Airport knocked out power to the majority of the area in that area of West London. The latest in terms of the investigation was that it was being investigated by counter-terrorism police of the Metropolitan Police. So, I mean, read into that what you will. Is it something sinister? Is it something that's been orchestrated? You don't know. It could be anything. It could be that. It could be sabotage. There's a lot going on geopolitically at the minute, so we don't really know. Also, it could just be a discarded tab end. It could be kids pissing about. It could be arson. We don't know at the minute. It could be any one of a number of things. But the important thing is we are approaching Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in our BA 787-8 Dreamliner by Bravo Aeronautical in Flight Sim 2010. We'll be landing in a bit. Stick about for it, guys. Here we go then, guys. It is action time. Shit, I'll get off the toilet time. So into Dallas-Fort Worth. We've sped up quite a bit. We're on 230, we're going a bit too fast there. So I've deployed speed brake, cleared for landing. Got the localizer on, looking for information. We're about to take a left onto runway 18 left. Dallas-Fort Worth. Currently descending to 4,000 feet, coming up to 6,000. A lovely grass of Cruise Campo. Delicious. Auto brake is on 4. As soon as we get down to 5,000 feet, I'm going to slow us right there. In fact, I'll start now actually. 190. And then we'll deploy flaps. Let's have a look out and about. Lovely day in Texas. I haven't got visual on the runway just yet. As soon as we turn on that left turn to approach the runway, I will, oh, here we go now. Turn on approach mode and try and get the ILS information picked up. Let's go first stage flaps. I'll go flaps 5 anyway. It's a bit too vigorous with my throttle quadrant. Alright, approach mode. Localizer's been picked up. Glide slope not yet. Hopefully incoming. Haven't quite seen the runway just yet. I think that might be us there off in the distance. Steady on. It's really having quite a difficult time getting lined up on that, isn't it? I wonder what the reason for that is. I don't think passengers are having very much fun here. Although they can consider themselves lucky just to get out of Heathrow, to be honest. Well, I think the aeronautics display should be finished any minute then. We are just about 10 miles from the airport, from our runway. Glide slope, that's not been picked up yet, but our diamond is starting to fall. You can see it just approaching our horizon there, so that should be picked up any time now. As soon as it is, we'll deploy landing gear. Go 180. More flaps. Glide slope's been picked up. Happy days. Gear down. Cruise campo to calm the nerves. Ah, delicious. Other beers are available, I suppose. So here we go then. Might try and get us lined up from in the cockpit. It's never much good at that, but
2,500.
give it a go. 2,500 feet. I like this, our little target thing, that's good. Auto brake on, set to 4, seatbelt on. I think we're all ready for landing, you know. So we can do it. Got it like that. Slows down 170 knots.
167 at 17. Clear to land runway 18 left.
There's our
Clear
clearance.
to land runway 18 left, speed bird 426 heavy.
Wow, this is fucking nerve-wracking. And right on time the lag shows up. Continue. Take some speed off. Full flaps. Autopilot off.
Fifty, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Camera down. Bit shaky, but mind. Brake. Reverse thrust. Happy days. Not in the centre of the runway. I'll take it. That was a decent little landing, I thought, especially from in the cockpit. Something I am normally quite a shitty ass with. I don't like doing that, but it wasn't bad at all. And flaps down. So this is a novelty then, guys. We're going to taxi to a stand on an airport that's actually got the lights on. It's paid the bill. It's got some electricity. Unlike the airport we left in real life, Heathrow. Speeding up a bit here. It's a bit too fast. Slow down. Slow down.
Speedbird 426 heavy, turn next taxiway.
I heard you. I'm going.
Speedbird 426 heavy, contact ground on 121.8.
Just check what the latest is on Heathrow.
426 heavy. Goodbye.
Come on, then. Oh, looks like they're having some work done here. Some new builds or something, probably Persimmons. What's this guy doing? Out of the way. Taylor Wimpy or something. Put some houses up. Going a bit off kilter here. Look both ways. The dog's barking outside the room. Have to hurry up or he'll start fucking screaming and scratch his way in. What's this little geezer doing? He's going to get himself run over. You're going to get sucked into my engine, mate. Oh, well, on your head be it. Parking brake on. Sound as a pound. Done and dusted. There we go. Parked, Annie. Anyway. Kill the engines. We're going to run that person over. Yeah. There's a parking brake on. I can't work it. Where is it? Am I moving again? We're going to crash into Dallas here at the minute. Just keep still. Anyway, what's the latest with Heathrow Airport? Nothing more than the last update we had. First flight's coming into land. Looks like an A380 coming in from... Doesn't say, why would it? Obviously not aviation enthusiasts, are they? Let's have a look on flight radar. Nothing much going on around there. There's a helicopter circling around, probably from some scummy news agency. Pack of vultures looking for a scoop It's amazing nothing's there when they've got aircraft landing now. I'm surprised they've allowed that. But it looks like it's been circling there for a while. Anyway, looks like some normality might be about to be resumed at Heathrow Airport. All that remains for me to say, guys, is thank you very much for watching this video. I do very much appreciate it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell, get notified, all that shit, and you will be informed when I next post a video, which hopefully won't be too long. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.